One word for Tanzania: the slow people.
They are slow.
They're slow.
Guys, I didn't say that. He said it. They are slow. Wow. First,
The way us Kenyans we speak English and the way Tanzanians speak English, the Tanzanians Kiswahili sounds like British English,
wow.
and now the Kenyan.
Okay, so when you watch many videos, you come to realize that the main difference, the main thing people always have, the biggest difference, or what Kenyan always see about Tanzania is that they cannot speak like English very fast. Okay, when I made a video about why Tanzanians don't speak English, people wrote comments, but I didn't love them comments because some of them called me, some of them wrote me message say, you motivated me to start learning English. That's all. So it's the slowness. You know, sometimes you realize that Tanzanian people, they are really slow, because I live with Tanzanians, and Tanzanians are mostly Swahili people. Swahili people in Kenya, those people, they are never in a hurry. You understand? They don't know how to do something. They say, okay, they tried it, but they cannot do it anymore. They abandon it. So it's always different culture and different, like we have these people.
Okay, I think Tanzania is developing. Is okay. I can say Kenya we are developed, but Tanzania is just coming after Kenya. You know, in East Africa, and
She's saying that Kenya is developed, Tanzania is developing. Okay, I think she's not right, because we are still developing. We are not developed countries. We are still developing. He ought to have used the word developing, not developed, because developed, we won't be having some small problems like healthcare, education, and some like sense of governance, because these are problems, and also food security. These are problems with developing countries. Developed countries will never have these problems. Even the political stability has to be there. So in this case, I think she didn't understand the word developed in one way or the other, because our economies are almost the same. I don't see the big difference in there.
country and people. I think people there are so patient, unlike us Kenyans, because they, what do we call them? The Swahili. They are Swahili people, so they are very slow.
So she said something about patience. I think patience comes in with a lot of sacrifice and struggle, because being slow and being patient are totally different things. You can't be patient and slow at the same time. Patience just simply means that you're waiting for something and you still know that it will happen, then you have faith that it will happen. So you give it time. Like the president say, give us time so that we work on this and this. They will give you time and you will wait. So that kind of things always happen in Tanzania too, because they say that, okay, let's give our president time to work. Let's give them time. But also the same thing happens in Kenya, in that Kenyans, they don't have that mentality of waiting. They're not patient. They are impatient. Anything small, they're in the street. You're delaying the victory, or you're delaying someone, boom, they're blown up.
Yeah,
Tanzania and Tanzanians. What can you say about them?
Tanzanians are polite people.
Tanzanians are polite.
Yes.
Why do you say they're polite, sir?
If you meet a Tanzanian, the way they talk, the way they greet you, unlike Kenyans, they say tafadhali naomba, I'm asking, tafadhali naomba kusaidia, or naomba unisaidie. They use polite words.
Yeah, this one I can just say that Tanzanians are generally polite and friendly and welcoming. You understand? There's a way. When this culture, it depends on. It also modernized people who are working in that place. When I went to a Kenyan embassy in Moscow, and I went to the Tanzanian embassy in Moscow, the way I was welcomed was totally different. They didn't know that I'm a Kenyan, but when I went there, they welcomed me. They even gave me Tanzanian tea, packed. Say, okay, this one take with you, go home. And even at the receptionist, there's a Russian woman was working there. She was totally polite compared to the one who works in Kenyan embassy, because I think it's the culture in these two countries. Because when I went to Kenyan embassy, that woman asked me, hey, do you have an appointment? I told him I want to meet ambassador. Do you have an appointment? So when I have something emergency, ambassador is there, then you're still asking me if I have an emergency. Who does that? You are not even a Kenyan and you're asking me you have an appointment. So, like, they treat us, those women were treating Kenyans the way Kenyans treat, the way the culture there dictates. In Tanzania, it was really polite, and I really loved that. Let's see another one.
But I know they are polite, and I know they are nice.
Oh,
I wouldn't say Kenyans are better than Tanzanians or Tanzanians are better than Kenyans. But what I know is Tanzanians are very polite, they are very soft-spoken. And I think Kenyans are very aggressive and very outspoken.
outspoken.
Yeah.
Tanzanians are like Hakuna Matata.
Mm,
And what was he saying? Like that the Kenyans are very like rushing and business oriented.
yes,
Do
they
you
are
agree with him?
very,
Oh,
very, yeah.
okay.
Yeah, actually, this thing has like this Russian culture. I think it's only in this Russian culture is only in Kenya. Kenyans are always in a rush and they always want to do something very fast. And being that they are outspoken is also another challenge for for Kenyans. Like, they're always in a rush. Tanzanians, they will take you slowly. Pole pole. Like this slogan of Hakuna Matata, mostly people think it's Kenyan, but no, it's Tanzanian. That's where it was developed, or it was founded from. You understand? So that's the main difference. What Kenyans think about Tanzania and what Tanzania thinks about Kenya, and it has been something that has been there. But all I want to say that it's all the cultures that matters. That's culture, what brings us together, what makes us feel good. That's the culture I really find. Thank you for watching, and it's always Lovey Talks and much love from my home. And I thank you. Bye.
Basically, they are like our cousins.
Cousins.
Yeah, we share a lot. We share a lot of common practices, cultures.
Uh-huh.
But Kenyans see them mostly like those people from up country, you know.